Hello and welcome to a Smurd P video, and today we are looking at Excaliber issue 12, Prelude X of Swords. And if you've been watching some of my other reviews, I probably should have done this one first. So we've got external forces, we've got Apocalypse, Gambit, Rogue, Richard, Captain Britain, and Saturn, who I can never say her name. And this is verse 12, the beginning. So I'm not sure if each issue has a verse. I've been reading this on Marvel Unlimited, so maybe I've just never noticed. And this is written by Tina Howard, and the artist is Marcus 2. So, quick brief outline. Apocalypse is meeting with his fellow immortal external people. I'm trying to think what they're called now. They're called the externals, aren't they? Yeah, the externals. So he summoned them, and he kind of talks about, you know, let me just move down a little bit because I don't think you can really see some of the pages. I want you to see. I think that's, yeah, that's a little bit better. He tries to say that, you know, we've kind of evolved, but we've kind of lost touch, and now our fellow mutants are kind of at the same level as us, where before they weren't. And you know, we've gone through the gate. Some of us trying to accept the amnesty that's there. Some of us to hide behind this place to do our crimes, etc. And like humans, we've forgot who we, I guess, are meant to be. And this dude here says, "What, we're obsolete now? Is that what you're saying?" And he's saying, "We're not obsolete. We're the first mutant covenant." And then this one pipes up and says, "Well, you know what? I've almost been burnt at the stake. What is the purpose of this Apocalypse?" We know he likes being called A, which I find very, very odd. He says, "You're not obsolete, you're useful." And he's got a plan, and for these High Lords and the externals. And we got so just who the High Lords are: Apocalypse, Cruel, Nicodemus, Kandra, Selene, Gideon, Soul, Absalom. And there was a story not so long ago, an X-Force or a Cable story, where all the externals were being killed. So, but then again, they can all, their purposes, they all kind of come back anyway. So anyway, Richard, who's underneath the ground, comes flying out and starts kind of, you know, killing these High Lords. And it's all part of Apocalypse plan to do some form of ritual. And some of them don't agree with it and decide to fight back. However, you know, Selene and Gideon are with Apocalypse. They've clearly perhaps spoken before, but they're clearly on the same side. And this I'm not going to remember who they are. This dude says, "Well, you forget that we are ancient and we go back to magic and I can turn myself." So he turns himself into a great big dragon. And then Richard says, "Well, you know what, old man? We're recalls now. You got nothing on me." And well, he kind of pretty much burns them all with some great magma really quickly. And just this dude kind of survives. And however, Apocalypse says he needs you. He needs him alive. Now we got this little bit here from the Grimoire of A. And then this is kind of like the component, transmuter. And then it goes into here a little bit more. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. You can pause that and read that. I'm sure you don't want me reading that to you. There we go. However, something's not quite right, and something's not quite right with Kandra. So over here we got Gambit and Rogue, and they have Gambit seems to have a nice jewel, and Rogue says, "Do you recognize that jewel?" And he doesn't tell Rogue at all, and we see why, because it is Kendra, and she is in, this is in the heart of the stone, and it's, I think they've had a few encounters. I'm not going to pretend to try to remember when they were. I'm not sure. Some of them may have been in their recent Rogue and Gambit series, which I haven't read. I heard good things about it, but I haven't read. Keep meaning to read it. Anyway, they get called thieves, etc. And he's like, "Not you, I promise, it's me." Okay, so this section is a bit because Betsy, who's become Captain Britain, is telling that Satyrian that she's there to serve her. However, she's called a fluke, and she lost a lot when her captain corpse was destroyed. She also lost the great leader Brian Braddock, who was one, but he covered many realities, and he did it very well. However, things haven't gone as planned. Otherworld is in a bit of disarray, and Betsy walks in, and these are abominations from Otherworld. But Betsy tells her, "There's one thing that I can do that Brian couldn't. I'm not human." And she says, "Well, that's probably one of the biggest problems we can do when humanity turns on you. And it overwhelms your kind of sense of duty." And she's looked at so many worlds already that hate seems to win far too often. But before Betsy can respond and I guess give her a case why she should remain Captain Britain and why she is the best cause, the alarm goes off. However, switching back to Krakow, we get this Apocalypse ready to kind of sacrifice himself because he needs the ancient power to create his door, and but he won't return if he does this. He won't be reborn. So back here we have this moment where Rogue and Gambit kind of call out, and Kendra's saying, Apocalypse is gonna do some terrible things. However, Betsy gets a kind of call from Richard. She can hear him, and Contra Soul is in there. So Betsy's like, "Wow, that's a name I haven't heard for a long time." And she says, "Gambit, she deserves it." And Gambit throws it through. The gate lands there. It's done. And then so the new gate rises, which we've seen at the end of issue 12 of X-Men, which is also a prelude issue, where the gate is formed and stays open between the two worlds. So a nice issue. I actually liked it a little bit more than I thought it was. It had some action, it had some great moments in terms of conversations, and I guess all the players on the board have come together. This is what's been leading up to X of Swords since probably the beginning. Apocalypse playing his game in the background with his hidden agenda. So I enjoyed it. I liked the artwork. I liked the characters that were in it. Some great characters. Good stuff. And I'm really looking forward to X of Swords issue 3. I'm so behind, and I'm hoping I get that in the next few days. So thank you for watching. Like, comment, and please subscribe to my channel. Always appreciate that. Follow me on Facebook. My page is SmurfP. Follow me on Twitter at SmurfP. Follow me on Instagram at CyclopsSmurd. And as always, embrace the geekiness. Take care. Goodbye.